Hey all, my name is Luke. I make bags from high performance materials that would otherwise be discarded, and today I'm here to talk about a extra special set of bags that are made from recycled sailcloth. These come from a race that is called the America's Cup, and it's a very prestigious sailboat racing. It's probably the absolute zenith of sailboat racing. And these come from a 75-footer foiling mono hull, which competed in the America's Cup this last time around in Barcelona. And this is not an officially licensed product, just to get that clear off the bat. This was used by the team from England, or from the UK. And I have a set of 7 of these backpacks that feature the America's Cup logo, which is a registered trademark. And they're extra special because they feature this particular part of the sail, which was from the forward edge of the head sail. And they feature this really cool artwork of the cup itself. And again, not officially licensed. This is just me, a sail recycling guy, by myself doing this. And I was super lucky to get access to a couple of these sails, which are very high performance, very well made, quality, durable, really intensely high performance fiber. And you can see how they made these sails at the loft in Nevada that I toured last year. But here's what they look like. So this one has a green liner, and this is all Gore-Tex that is from a dry suit factory. So this is all scrap. All the seam seal liners that I put on all the bags that I make are from dry suit factory scrap. So for them, it's end rolls or pieces that they cut out to make dry suits that are too small for them. So like, yeah, it's all going in the trash for them, but it's good enough and large enough pieces for me to make backpacks. So anyway, here's this one here. This is a medium with a green liner. Here's a small with a blue liner, and this one actually has a internal laptop drop pocket inside the liner. So a cool little piece on this one is, this is what they call a telltale. And I cut off the little streamer, but it's just like a piece of yarn basically that's stuck on with one of these circles. And it indicates to the crew how the wind is flowing across the sail. And ideally you want it to be flowing straight back on both sides of the sail, and that indicates that you have your sail trimmed correctly to the current conditions. But you can also see on some of these bags that they have an orange stripe on them, and that's called a draft stripe. So those are like parallel with the water, just to show y'all where, yeah, I'm not sure, I can't explain it as well as an actual sail making professional could. But here's another small size drop liner with another piece of the logo and a yellow liner on this one. So a nice bright interior liner there. Here's a medium with a nice part of the logo here and this pastel purple liner. Again, really nice Gore-Tex fabric, seam sealed liner. Here's a medium pack with a red liner. And this one I actually ended up switching the side that the zipper is on to feature more of the logo here. So it's kind of like a, normally it's on this side, but I put it on this side so that you can see more of it. And this one has some on the lid as well. So really nice stuff. And these all feature Fidlock magnetic closure buckles. And some parts of the sail were pretty stiff. So like this lid, you know, it'll get softer over time, but it is pretty stiff to begin with. And sewing this stuff around corners is definitely a workout. Here's another medium with another pastel purple liner. This one shows some really nice parts of this draft stripe. I just love the texture on this part, and there's a little piece of the logo on the lid as well. Here's another medium with a, I don't know what you would call this, like a dark red / purple mauve. Yeah, I'm not a color expert, but this one has a little piece of the A, which was Prada was on the sail as well. So this one is a little more muted in how much of the logo is on there. But again, like I just love the texture of these sails that are made by North, and just crazy technology goes into making them, and you can kind of tell just by looking at it. And then here is the last one, also with a red liner, again, Gore-Tex factory scrap from a dry suit factory, and has a little bit of the America presented by kind of on there, so you can kind of see where this comes from if you're in the know in sailboat racing. And yeah, again, this is not an officially licensed product by any means. They have their own ways of recycling the sails. This one I was just, again, lucky enough to get a couple of these sails from someone on the team there, and really excited to be able to turn them into something and keep them in use somehow. And like, that's what I've always been about here, is, you know, turning things that would otherwise be discarded into something useful and long lasting. And yeah, just kind of been doing that same thing for 16 years here by myself mostly. You know, I've had a couple employees over the years, but for the last, I don't know how long, it's just been me doing making all the straps, making all the lumbar pads and everything. So yeah, labor of love, you could call it. But yeah, each one is handmade by yours truly here in the shop. And last one that I want to show you here is just a little sling bag. I had one little piece left over of the really fancy logo section in the front corner of the head sail there. So I thought, it's not big enough to make a backpack or a duffel bag, but I will make a sling bag. So that's this little sling bag here. And actually, yeah, there's one more duffel bag. And then here is a drop liner duffel bag. This is the medium size. I made most of the bags, the backpacks, in the medium size just because that's the most popular size by a pretty wide margin. So decided to do the same thing with this duffel bag here. This one has a neon green liner, just with the standard 2 interior zippered pockets, no mesh lid pocket, and comes with your standard backpack straps, which can be used as a duffel carry as well. And they clip on and off with these carabiners and the D-clip system from our friends at Chilo Gear. And over the shoulder carry strap with the padded thingy. And all these straps are removable, so it makes it possible to check it in when you're traveling without it running into anything or getting caught, snagged. And yeah, just like all of my other drop liner duffel bags, this one has a pocket on the end here for things like passports, phones. And then on this other side is the full length internal pocket that goes the whole length of the bag. And that way you can put your dirty laundry in here, or your flip-flops or whatever, and kind of, I like to use it while traveling. You know, you wear an article of clothing and then you put it in here, keeps it separate from your clean clothing that's still inside the bag. But anyway, yeah, that is this extra special collection. I am going to be making a bunch more bags from this sale, hopefully, and there's plenty of it left. These are just extra special because they feature parts of the logo. So like I said, there's plenty of it left. A lot of it looking kind of like this, like either some gray sections or just black. And then there's some orange stripes. So if you want to place an order for one of these bags, backpacks, sling bag, duffel, simple duffel, drop liner duffel, it is a fabric option listed as AC75. So I'm just trying to not step on any toes with contracts or patents or trademarks or anything like that. So yeah, I'm not sure the best way to do that because I don't have a legal team or anything, but again, I'm just really excited to be able to have the opportunity to make some bags from this really special sailcloth that will outlast us all for sure, because it is very high tech and very well made. And it's just really a treat to be able to repurpose something that is this high performance, you know, like the top of the leagues when it comes to sailing and sailboat racing. So it's a little bit different than just your normal Dacron sail or even your TP52 sail, which I do get sometimes as well from the bigger racing boats. But this is really like as good as it gets, really. So again, I want to thank everyone who's made it possible to make it possible so that I could reuse this fabric and give it a new life and get it into the hands of some folks who are really excited about owning a piece of sailing history. You know, it seems trivial to some people, but then to others, it's really exciting. And I'm kind of in that camp as well, where, yeah, it's just so cool to be able to feel and use and look at something that was used to power a 75-foot foiling monohull. The tech and the engineering that goes into making these things work is just incredible to me, and it's exciting to watch, and even more exciting to be able to cut up a really expensive sale and turn into a bunch of bags that I hope some of you will be able to use and enjoy for many years to come. So if you have any questions about what kind of graphics action you want on your bag, there is a notes section on the custom product ordering page. So you can say like, hey, I'd like a little piece of that orange, I'd like a gray, or hey, I'd like all black. And then I will make them as the orders come in. So thanks so much for watching. That's it for today, and I'll catch y'all next time.